Hello and welcome to the Commentary Box again. This is Jake again, and this is my Belgium review. So I didn't get time to do a preview as I was sort of travelling back the day before from my holiday in Turkey, which was very nice. And yeah, I just wanted to sort of reflect on the Belgium game. If you look at it, you can look at it many ways. You can see it as, obviously we lost 1-0. You can see it as a way of thinking, oh well, momentum has stopped. Maybe we're not going to progress as far as we could, although we did have our B team out, so did they. We did have some chances. Rashford had a good one that he put quite far wide. It got a slight touch of Courtois, but I think it was going wide anyway. You know, we didn't really look very dangerous. Pickford obviously conceded again, conceding every game now. As Januzaj's shot, which was a good shot in all fairness, but I didn't think it was too out of reach from Pickford. I think keepers would have saved that, but no, it was a good strike. Like, it would have been a very good save if he did save it, for example. So can't say too much on that, but there was a bit of error in defending. I think Rose let him go inside. Delph wasn't too close to him either, so it was just sort of a gap that led open to him. They didn't really have too many other chances. They had a couple of goalmouth scrambles here and there that were poor from our behalf, but you know, overall it was an okay performance. It wasn't great, more sort of a boring game possibly, but you know, what can you do in the end? It's just, we're through, that's all that matters. I think Southgate thought, you know what, we need to focus on our knockout group game, because look, we're through the group regardless of that result. And some people are saying, you know, it might have been better for us to finish second, because now we have finished second. We are playing Colombia on Tuesday, and then after that we will then face Sweden or Switzerland on Saturday. Fingers crossed we get through that, and then if we do win that, we are either going to play Spain or Russia or Croatia or Denmark in the semi-final, and obviously in the final is when we'll have the big boys as well. But no, it's looking good for us. I think we can definitely make it to the semi-finals. I think we can beat Colombia, sorry. Excuse me. And I think a Sweden-Switzerland tie would be there for the taking as well. I don't think any of those would be too challenging. So it is looking onwards and upwards for England. It is a bit disappointing to lose, but you know, look at the Euros. I'm pretty sure Portugal drew every single game in the Euros in their group stage. I know Spain lost, I think it was Switzerland in the group stage when they wanted to win the World Cup. You know, if we did ever go on to win the World Cup, which would be incredible anyway, it would be a bit annoying, but I don't think too many England fans would be complaining. But you know what, I'm feeling optimistic. Before the tournament, I did predict we get to the quarterfinals, which fingers crossed we should be en route to. We're just going to win this game, and then my prediction will be right, and then onwards to the semi-finals. So I think our quarterfinal game will be very, very winnable. It will probably be easier actually than our last 16 game against Colombia. So you never know. We should be okay, but yeah, in the end, sort of a summary of the group stage. Obviously, we got that 2-1 win against Tunisia. Harry Kane getting 2 goals there. Was a little bit last minute, but it was a good performance, I think. Overall, considering we should have had a couple of penalties from being fouled so much in the box. Panama was complete opposite to that. Very confident, really good performance, and we did get those penalties. Kane got 2 of those. Obviously, that hat trick from that deflected would have been a lofted cheek shot. So, you know, it's not too bad. I'm not too fussed. I think we'll be okay. Just sort of a couple of general things to look at actually. Uruguay are the only team in the tournament to win every game and have clean sheets in every single one of those, and it's only Croatia, Belgium and Uruguay who've won every single game as well. There's only one team in the tournament finishes on 0 points, and that was Egypt. Quite weird. Obviously the big shocks of the tournament, Germany finishing bottom of their group. I think another shock as well there was Poland finishing bottom of their group. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting World Cup to continue. But yeah, this is sort of my review of England. Hopefully when we play Colombia, obviously now rested the likes of Harry Kane, who have to be very sort of Ali. I know he had a bit of a knock in training. Lingard didn't start either. Trippier didn't start. Walker didn't start. Lots of changes. Likes of Phil Jones, I don't think we'll see again in the tournament now. So, you know, there we go. we should be okay for Colombia. I think I'll predict a 2-1 win. I think it'll be realistic. Fingers crossed James is still injured. Obviously they've got good players like Muriel and Quintero, but we'll see where it takes us. Come on England, and don't forget, it's coming.